Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode of Little Late in Crypto. So today we are doing episode number 56. I hope you guys are excited. Please let us know your excitement in the comment section. We already have 9 people watching right now, and we are hopeful that we'll be having more than 30-40 people live watching. Then yesterday we had talked about technical analysis. Trading Star had given his super knowledge shared to the crypto community, idea investors community. Hi Amit Karpe, hi Pado. Today again we are going to do technical analysis. Understand what is technical analysis. Mr. Trading Star, he'll share his experiences, his knowledge that an idea investor should have, that maybe a normal crypto investor should have. So we welcome Mr. Trading Star to start his discussion, and to all the audience, please stay tuned for our word finder giveaway during the live, and don't forget to ask any of the doubts that you have in the live chat section. Welcome, Trading Star.
Thank you. Let me first share my screen. Is it visible? I think so. So first, crypto fear and greed index. I think it's at 20. Yesterday also it was near 20, and everything looks normal. Bitcoin dropped and eventually came back again to the same level. So let me start with TradingView. Yeah. Without any delay. So one could definitely go and just Google it. I mean, without even logging, you will be able to see different things there. So this is kind of this chart is being developed by the data which is being taken from the Binance. So it's BTC USDT, and from Binance there could be other similar charts. So this is kind of overview section. This is charts which is being, trying to cater from past 12 months. So this is news section, this is idea section, this is technicals and markets. We will read about them. Here in bottom, you will find more about the ideas, the technicals, indicators, what they are exactly trying to say. We will see so many ideas. In this section, we particularly see different kind of news happening in the market. So TradingView is a very good, very great tool. So let's see about technicals first. So you can eventually see that oscillators are saying to have, indicating that you could probably buy BTC USD in compared to, USD. So 9 indicators out of 11, which is kind of oscillator, which is being integrated in by default by TradingView. It's saying that out of 11, 9 are neutral and 2 are suggesting buy. So it's not very strong buy, it's buy. It's not neutral. In summary, what they are saying that there are 26 out of which 13 are indicating sell, 10 are indicating neutral, 3 are indicating buy. Similarly, moving averages are saying here, you could say 13, it's saying sell, 1 is neutral and 1 is buy. So it's a kind of a strong sell, here sell and here buy. So this is a strong sell and buy, mixture is kind of sell. So it indicated both ways. So now here are oscillators which is being accommodated. Here are the moving averages. So these kind of indicators, on the basis of that, this summary is being represented, which is, on the top of the screen when you see. So you can even check all those critical data. Currently the value of relative, RSI is 38.97, stochastic, so many different oscillators and so many different moving averages. So exponential moving average 10, simple moving average, exponential again 20, 30. So many things. So kind of exponential and SMA and exponential moving averages, and then Ichimoku, and then volume weighted moving average, so Hull moving average. So they are kind of indicators which is depicting the current, maybe you can say the call given by this simple chart on the basis of those indicators. So these are the pivot points. So really interesting if one can see here. This is being shown in compared to one day. When we see 1 week, it's like neutral. So it's no suggestions. Both views, I mean, views wise, it looks neutral. In 1 month, it may seem, but because of the moving averages are telling that we are still in the bullish phase. In 4 hours, we see the sell. In 2 hours, we can say buy. So it could be different in different time periods. So you need to really think about, but depending on your time zone, you could also draw some attention. You could probably play with these numbers because these numbers are given somehow after so many thoughtful, so many things they have given this. But definitely, if one wants to have something biases, one can also see what exactly is trading view indicating as of now. So this was technical section. Now in the market section, we will be able to see where Bitcoin is being traded as of now and what exactly those indicators are telling right now. So this is kind of sell. So overall, it is showing suggesting as a sell, but you can see the lows, the high, the change percentage, the last traded price, and the exchange. So even from here, you can probably find some kind of arbitrage if that is available. Say, OK coin has $38,105, while the rest of the others are below 37,600. So there is 1% plus gap, but definitely you need to check the other parts like what is the liquidity there, is there any fees, or is they are accepting deposits. So many things can be imported from here. So this is kind of overview. This is kind of performance basis. So depending on different, we can relate here. Again, oscillator, trend following. So all those indicators are what they are suggesting. We can definitely see here. So this technical and markets are kind of good tools here. Again, the ideas is uh, is this idea of, I mean, this is a place where anyone, any trader can put their ideas there about the BTC. So it is reflecting here. There are so many ideas. One can definitely try to learn from those, and maybe some biases can be changed. If you have particular bias, you can look around what other people are thinking about. You can also follow top authors from here. So different authors have been mentioned here. What exactly is the premium? It's just indicating the subscription they have of TradingView. So even I can have premium, but I cannot have so many influencer or something. So it is very natural. Don't go with just a premium tag. And you can also look around the videos only, because a few traders have explicitly shared their views in form of videos. So that is being reflected here. This is from where if you say who all have shared their forecast, which is like new, and this is kind of popular. So pretty interesting tool. News section we already see on the first page, but here you can explicitly, I mean, definitely find some interesting news, what is happening around Bitcoin and what exactly is being shared on different news channels, news portals. So you can have a look around here. This is all about Bitcoin right now. So similarly, we can do it for any other pair. Say, for example, if I have to do it for DOT, so let's try DOT. So DOT, we can see here all the sources. We can definitely see the Binance, the Coinbase, KuCoin, Bitfinex. So let's try launch chart for DOT, Polkadot. Oh, sorry, this is kind of chart. We need to go back and first see. So we can probably type here dot USD trading view chart. So we can again go back to this. We can see the current prices, the change, whatever we are doing right now, the market cap, the fully diluted market cap, trading volume, circulating supply, the maximum supply. Each thing we can see what exactly those indicators are telling right now, all those different ideas being shared here. So since right now we can see there are not many ideas because the last is Jan 26, again Jan 20, Jan 15, December 27, December Jan 23. So it's not very so many ideas had been shared by the crypto community here, at least on TradingView. I mean, we don't have enough to prove, but definitely you can induce something, look around what other traders are right now looking around dot, and here are the news section. So hopefully that helps. Now let's move ahead to any of the charts. So we could probably go somewhere. This is kind of BTC USD chart. Let me first remove. So you need to just right click and try remove. Again, you could go remove, click here, remove. You can also do, you will find such that remove all drawings since we had very less drawings. This is a Bollinger Band, I think. Yeah. So we can also remove that. So now you can see it different at, we are right now at 30 minutes. You can probably shift from here, 6 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours, so many things. Even if you have premium subscription, you could probably go back to say multiple seconds and probably some minutes. You can probably change it. Like, let's see, I don't need think 2 minutes is essential, so I can remove it. So you can set your own time if you are premium member, but not exactly. You can do that changes from here also. So we learned about this part. So this is kind of symbol change. So we could probably go ahead and type dot. We will be able to move to dot chart. So this is time frame, which we are looking at around charts. This is candlestick patterns. We already discussed it yesterday, but it could be many different things. You could probably do with area, line, how can I say, different things. So you can compare. We will look around that. This is the indicators. This is kind of templates. If you have some, figure it out, some kind of interesting indicators combination, and you want to analyze different charts on the basis of that, you could probably save it as a template. This is alert section in which you trigger some alerts to your email or your phone number. This is kind of replay. If we have something to look around, we can do replay and forward and backside. That's different thing. So that's it. And this is exactly from where the data is being taken. It's like Binance. This is TradingView. This is the current bids and ask. So this is bid or this is ask. What exactly one need to understand? This is like here people are trying to buy and sell. So similarly, bid and ask it's showing here. This is kind of gap in between them. So it's a kind of the minimum gap between the bid and ask orders. So it could be different. So we are right now at 12 hours. We could change it to 15 minutes if you want to look right now. So let me share few more important things. We could probably drag it down. We could make it very small charts. So we could do enlargement if we want to focus on this just specific area. We could do this. So yesterday we were like in the zoomed version. So these are the trading tools. You could probably do whatever you wanna say. Do from here you can see different things. You have different lines, types. We will try definitely few. Again, this is kind of brush curve, whatever you wanna do. You could do text if you wanna mention something. If you wanna write something that exactly you wanna show some tools here, you could definitely draw it. This is kind of Elliott wave. So again, who is very much pro in this area should use this, else no need to do that. I mean, definitely one should learn if one is very much interested into technicals, because these are kind of psychology. These are the numbers as well as the psychology, which mixes both. And I mean, the combination of that leads to Elliott wave. So there it's completely different. So there are different kind of symbols. We usually while on chat in conversation, maybe in Telegram or different kind of a smiley, we could probably do mark. Let's see, you can definitely import something. So it's just play, fun to play, and this is kind of a scale from where you can do everything. Where how many candles it formed in between, what exactly is the time duration, how much volume it did, so how many price action, how many percentage we have gained. So many things you could probably do from here. So this is kind of zoom in and zoom out. So if you want to, let me, sorry. So this will be some very useful as we can do from here. It's fine. So this is kind of drawing, I think, weak magnet, strong magnet. So some kinds of notation. So if one wants to fix their drawing tools, no, I mean, sometimes it happens like when we are trying to draw multiple lines and some lines gets disturbed by other lines. So in that case, you can lock your trading tools, and this is kind of delete all those things. So you could see remove drawings, remove indicators. So let's remove everything. So I hope you learned everything right now, and you can see different time periods. So if you want to see, again, we have to look around because it's a different, but if you want to see, you can see here the different charts we have observed so far. So we can see the price action. We can go back and see different prices. It seems it is taken from Binance, and Binance started somewhere near 17. So the price minimum we have seen is 3,000. So we could only draw from that period. So this is kind of period we are looking around. This is different in Pine script. We can write our own script. In a strategy tester, we could test out a strategy, or I mean, kind of back testing. This is kind of trading panel integrated with different tools, different brokers. This is kind of a strategy indicators and a strategy what you have, which you have written in Pine editor. If you want to validate it, time interval, and check different kind of, we will definitely try it later. And this is kind of text now. So I think this is a screener. As of now, you can probably see what indicators, I mean, depending on the indicator, depending on everything, what is a strong buy right now. So you could try like which coins are right now looking bullish. So you could probably do this. Similarly, you could provide what exactly you want. So let's try. So which coins are looking, sorry, bad. So you could do filter, you could apply everything, you could do a lot in this trading view. Hope it helps. So now let's move ahead, go back to not bad. Sorry. So let's try some different ideas. Also, let's try to draw some lines, horizontal lines, vertical lines, some kind of vertical line, some kind of curved line. So let's try how to see it. So first look around 4 hours because it's a good time period. We usually people even short traders look around 4 hours first and then goes to even 15 minutes. So can we see the tops? There could be different I mean, as I told yesterday that many people have different observations, many different strategies, many different perspective how to look around the charts. So it could be different for every individual. So in 1 hour, I can see this is kind of low right now. The market is making this is kind of a similar high zone. So let's trying first drawing lines. Sorry. So one could try drawing lines like this. Sorry, just random lines. I'm trying to draw first random lines. Whatever you can find. So say this was going good. Again, we can go back and look around what exactly. So let's see. I mean, this is just thing. One could definitely draw infinite lines in between. So this is kind of line, how you draw a line. So again, let's go and delete everything. Now let's try drawing horizontal lines. So one could definitely go and try to do it. You are seeing the angles part as well. I mean the distance and angle part. So it is like 1 degree, 5 degrees, 10 degrees, 13, 14, 15. So you could do that way also. Else you could just do alt horizontal line you are trying to do. So it will just put horizontal line. So it's a kind of red line we are created is horizontal. This line you could probably do setting changes and do accordingly whatever you like. Similarly for the vertical, you could let's say alt V, you could draw vertical. Sorry, this is kind of and vertical. If you want to say increase thickness and everything, you could go and try. Yeah. Now let's look around the chart right now. It's 1 hour. Let's try finding going deeper in 15-minute charts and 15-minute what exactly we are looking. So we can see good demand zone. Probably from here, BTC is reflecting multiple times. So we could have support somewhere here, or probably we could draw a line or probably some area where from there it is bouncing back. So let's draw some kind of horizontal line, ultra horizontal. And let's draw another maybe somewhere here. So in between, BTC will go and usually it happens that sometimes it broke that also. Sometimes a stop loss also gets triggered if you have very less stop loss. You are playing that, but you can definitely see some kind of strength market is giving to those area. So we have seen multiple times it went up, again came back, again going up. So it went back again, coming to this area. So we can see this is kind of, I mean, support zone. Similarly, we can, let's have a look around from this. So we could draw one another vertical. Sorry, we could, let's draw here horizontal line. So it's this kind of sell zone where you could easily sell unless until BTC gets triggered. Not exactly I'm trying to pick the top because it will eventually uh, you can't pick the top. I mean, you can't sell at the top. So let's have a look around just the area, the broader area. We could probably try moving it up. So in order to capture, you could do that. Similarly, if you want to increase, but depending on which exactly time frame you are looking at what exact price action you are mentioning, you could probably move it to move go down and but you can definitely see some kind of weakness here, BTC weakness. So this is kind of acting as a good resistance zone where BTC is not able to break out. So eventually you will feel like it's a good to sell here and it's good to buy here in 15 minutes time frame. Whenever we see kind of a strong selling off trying to break these area, we could probably cut our losses and yeah, just find cut our losses and wait for a better entry. So but by just looking at 15-minute chart, we could draw those things. Again, if we have to move back, so currently BTC is trading here, so we can place our buy order here, somewhere here. If BTC goes here, we will have hardly $200 kind of slippage or stop loss or buy zone. And from BTC has shown multiple times a good recovery. So we could risk reward wise, it will be much larger. So it will be good to buy here. So you could do simply some kind of trade from here. Now let's have a look around at 5-minute charts. So again, it will whenever we see, it will come back that, yeah, these charts are even good in 5 minutes as well. But in 5 minutes chart, you will find many multiple things we can probably look around. So you might observe that the range is lower, but so we can see some kind of similar thing here. We could probably draw a line here, and it is from there it's trying to come back again. I mean, this is also acting as support, but at lower time zone, lower time frame. So don't think it is a very strong. The higher the time frame, the higher will be stop loss, as well as higher will be the power, the trust factor, which will increase your chances probability of getting, if that is being successfully, I mean, validated that your idea is true, then you will have a longer wait time, a longer confidence, but that will comes with larger confidence that eventually the idea which you are thinking, whether it could be buy or sell, is uh, having more confidence. One can go with more confidence with the larger size, but in 5 minutes you will have very less, you say, confidence. So let's have a look around in 5 minutes, which we actually see. Let's try drawing it. So again, we can see here it has acted as some kind of resistance when it gets flipped here. First draw a vertical line, sorry, horizontal line, Alt H. Let's reduce it, sorry. So this is kind of zone where we are looking around in this. BTC was kind of ranging. Whenever it gets lower, we could probably, after triggering, since BTC is in this range, whenever it gets triggered that BTC is going lower, you can probably sell it. And whenever BTC is going to break out, you could probably buy it for this range, even for eventually for this range also. So in lower time frame, you get a narrow range where you could probably do a long version of sell here, buy here, sell here, buy here, similar stuff, which will eventually be matching with the Bollinger Bands, and it will definitely help you since BTC is in the range. Similarly, on the longer time frame where we are looking around 15 minutes area, you could probably try these things that eventually you could sell this area and you could eventually buy this area, but the size will be much higher. I mean, the stop losses and the targets will be much higher. Now let's try different version of EMAs, indicators. One more thing, one need to definitely understand that one should try RSI, which is kind of good indicator if you want to know. We could also see some kind of comparison that whenever RSI goes say lower, it means it is kind of strong buy, but definitely not reflecting here. But it is kind of good thing to look around. Let's look around the larger area. You will find it. Let's see that. You will find it interesting. So let's have a area here. You are finding BTC has kind of made a dip, and at the same time RSI went to lower. I mean, this is kind of just simple stuff. Again, BTC has made some kind of local high, you say here, then it has made RSI high, so it has tendency to uh, you will see some selling, because some indicators, some people will eventually be like, no, I will just sell above 80 and I will just buy below 20. So that could be simple indicator that few people might be following simple strategy that whenever RSI goes to 20 below, I will just buy, and whenever RSI goes above 80, I will sell. And most of the time you will be, I mean, one will be successful. So again, let's try matching it. So at this point, BTC was made a high, I mean local high. Again, where it made the bottom, you could see it was like something here. Again, high, it was here. It's not exactly the price, but it's with trend, it is being changed. So this is kind of trending as well. So according to trend, it will change its values, and you could define that that could be even local high. I mean, even we were breaking those lines. We were like, there could be some local heights from where it started again falling. So this could be matching with the heights. So let's have a look around 1 hour. Sorry, my bad. There's so many lines right now. Let's have a look around. Yeah, good. So here we can see the local loads here. So similar here, we can see the heights. So it is reflecting here. We had some kind of thing here, and definitely we at some point of time, whenever we made those loads, we could see it eventually going down, and at some point of time again it's going down. So whenever this will come here, so it will be about 20. So we could probably buy here, and we will hope that it will eventually bounce back to somewhere mid in between mid, or probably could go ahead to 80 or something. So it will be interesting by here. So it's kind of again, this will act as some kind of support here, and we will probably see some kind of reflection back, some kind of reversal from here. It could be a small, it could be big, but definitely there will be some buy walls here, which will try to push the prices here. So I think it was kind of RSI is done. Let's move around to MACD. So the name itself suggests the moving average, convergence, and divergence. How moving average are coming to the play, we can look around here. And with MACD and RSI, we could simply trade. And very much, it is very easy to trade exactly. Let's see first. Again, we are making charts. We could probably remove all those, or probably try hiding. No, we cannot hide right now. So let's remove drawings. So now let's have a look around. Here we can see RSI kind of crossover is happening here. So it is kind of it is let me first see what are the MACD. This is being reflected here. So MACD's inputs are 12 and 26. So as of now, and so 12 colors. Okay, fine. So whenever we see the crossover, we will see the direction change. So here it is showing that kind of there will be some buying from here. If you just match it to here, yeah. So there will be some buying, and even not with the price increase, there was not very high change in price, but definitely MACD was increasing. At the same time, RSI was also going above. So we could have triggered some kind of sell signal. So it was kind of weak here. Again, it eventually started coming down. So there was some kind of selling here. That's why the blue line came downwards from this yellow line. So at some point of time, this again started going above this yellow line. So now we could see again the green, some kind of buying activity here. So it is some kind of relation between them. So this is kind of divergence. So this is not moving up, not going anywhere. There's like slight movement, not exactly coming to a very low level, but people might be interested to look around with the just divergence, and we could just play out around. running out at the line is now ready to come down, but it's a lagging indicator. So one should definitely be safe using this. So sometimes you will feel whenever this MACD gives you confirmation of going long or going short, you will not be find it at like it made a low or it made a high. It will around, but it's a lagging indicator. One should be definitely careful. RSI is again with the combination, you could definitely think you could probably write some kind of code, some kind of script with those, and with the resistance and support, you could play out in between. So you should moving at an exponential. So this is kind of EMA. Right now it's the EMA 9. Again, let's draw EMA 50. Sorry, not 50 exactly. We should we will change from there. Let's change color so that we will have some kind of differentiation. We could also increase thickness and probably change the style, whether we are lines and everything. We could also do that. And this is fine, I think. Yeah. So with just EMA, we can also play. So there are so many things to look around. You could probably use simple MACD, RSI, simple horizontal and vertical lines, some kind of diagonal lines you could play around. Let's have a look around again. So we can see three different lines. This color is a bit painful. Looks. Should again coincide. Anyway, let's go ahead with this. So where we actually are looking right now, we can see the EMA 200 is here, where we see the local, I mean, not local high, but in 1 hour time frame, we could see some kind of trend where it is acting as a resistance. So at every time it is trying to break this, it is getting rejected. So whenever this went above, so it is kind of, yeah, some kind of noise, you can say. Also you can say some kind of a stop hunting, but at longer time, if you are looking around this as stuff to look around, you will see a good this EMA 200 is acting as a good resistance. So whenever this EMA 200 is being touched, it has more tendency to get rejected from there. So right now, EMA 200 is very close where the price action is happening. So we will have to look around whether this could be noise or this could be some kind of reversal sign. So, but in between from 49,000 or 50,000, you can see we have seen continuously that this is acting as a resistance. Even eventually we'll find from top, it is acting as a resistance. So whenever BTC is trying to break out, it's not able to make, if you are just considering 2000, this is kind of good volatility, but definitely if you are looking around at a larger time frame, it will eventually turn out to be, let's look around 4 hours. So you will find it as it is a good resistance. So right now it's not testing that, but in 1 hour it is testing it as a resistance. So right now what we will see is just in 1 hour it is acting as a resistance. So whenever we are trying to think about doing short or long, we definitely need to see where exactly is the EMA 200 at this point of time. And in just 1 hour time frame, we can definitely see some kind of interesting activity. We can see there is some kind of crossover which could happen because once it gets down, we have seen the decline in the prices definitely. But right now, the EMA 200 is also near to the price action which right now happening. So it could turn out that it could go lower. I mean, the EMA 200 could be become a support and reach lower EMA like EMA 50 could also come as a good support zone. Then we will see some kind of good rally. We could probably move ahead to 41,000 zone or something before it comes as a strong selling. But right now, to break it, to make this support, it will be good to see. But in 4 hours, we are still bearish. I mean, unless until we see some kind of 200 resistance. I mean, this will act as a good resistance whenever we will see the BTC even flying above. Right now, EMA 50 is trying to make it support. It's still in the consideration zone right now. We are playing around EMA 50, but eventually, after some new candles being formed, we will see it as acting as a support or resistance. We will have to right now look, but really interesting form. I think so. It will be something like this. It will come around here, and we could see these things happening. It will be interesting to see whenever this 4 hour interaction, how exactly it looks here. In 1 hour, it is also near. I mean, the price action is very near. So we should definitely see some kind of support or resistance. Let's see if it turns out to be holding above EMA 200, it will give definitely a good jump. So some kind of bullish scenario is also being formed. Any more things we should look around? Anyone? Anyone from the community? If anyone has question? Host, any question from the community? Sorry, I think no interest, or maybe uh, there are no questions because those charts are. Anyway, we can also do similar things on KuCoin. So let's around whenever we get a new coin, what exactly where we can see. We definitely need to know coin market, how to use it. So let's see coin market cap. So here we can see, let's see Solana, no, not Solana, sorry. Maybe Monster. Let's look around the Monster, one of my favorite coins, or some kind of greenery is here. I mean, it's nice. So on KuCoin, we should draw the charts. So we can look here. Again, this is kind of integrated with TradingView. So charts by TradingView. So we saw the good price action. It is eventually, it went above and again came back. So one should try using that. I mean, again, this is same tool, but we could we could also try implement different things. It was kind of resistance. Now, if I have to prove that, I will eventually go like this. So it was going to be here. Sorry, my bad. So essentially 3 points should be touched in order to validate. I mean, this is kind of assumption, most followed, technical stuff. So here we could find, okay, this is kind of acting as a resistance. So lower it a bit. Yeah. So resistance, again, it tried to broke out and eventually it came back. So now it is acting as a support from where we could see a good increase. Let me delete this line. Now this was at lower time frame where we are looking at. So we could eventually have some kind of different sell orders. I mean, this is kind of acting as a good resistance. So somewhere if we could use EMA or something. Can we see it? My bad. What is happening? Oh, email line is there. Now just we need to change the input in order to see which is acting as best. So maybe 50. Definitely getting rejected from 100. I can see that. So it is acting, EMA 100 is acting as a resistance whenever it starts dipping. So we can see that most of the time. Right now, it is acting as a support. So resistance when we can see that price action here as well in similar charts. Let's me have a look around minute. Nice 20% jump. Wow. So we were somewhere around, we were discussing few days back. So it was near 10 cents. It made a high of 18 cents and then again back to 12 cents. Interesting. So some kind of good activity, but a few people started selling it out because they might have bought somewhere here. So this was kind of interesting thing we discussed. It also came into play. Let's move ahead to some different chart from menu. Let's see how exactly this looks like in this form. Not all the charts. Let's wait. I think in this day it was launched, so maybe so 0.8 is high here. So we can definitely see some kind of continuous selling activity. We can see there will be some kind of resistance, maybe EMA or SMA. We will have to look around exactly match and then see if it is acting as a support or resistance. We will have to see at later part. So again, we have to change. Sorry. So it broke out definitely, but let's wait a bit. I mean, this could be, I mean, good fundamentals are there. The price is also looking good here. I mean, from fundamental perspective and the market cap perspective, it looks good to buy here. But from completely technical perspective, we need to wait a bit more now since it eventually came down. So we will have to wait at a few days later. We will probably find this acting as a good support, and from there we could probably look around the lower EMAs and it will acting as a support, and from there we could probably see bounce. So let me also draw EMA 100, although we don't have 100 days. Sorry. Although we don't have 100 days data. So it is still, I mean, it also tried to break, but here we will have to look around whether it is making support or resistance. We will have to wait a bit. These are the ways in which you can play out. Now it's a matter of whether one should be a technical trader or fundamental trader. It depends exactly where the person's strength is. There are so many things in technical analysis. One could definitely play a lot in BTC, but one could not come and try implementing technical analysis there. I mean, without good volume, you can't do anything in technical. So technical could be implemented in top 100 or maybe 200 coins, but not more than that. You need to have fundamental, while fundamental can also be applied into, I mean, top cryptos, also in the lower cryptos. So crypto is yet to be adopted. I mean, so it has a lot to do with the fundamentals as well. So we should definitely look around. And for the lower currencies, the volume is challenged in crypto as of now. So we definitely have good volume, good change in volume from past multiple years in top coins, maybe top 10. But if we come around down the line, we will see very less trading activity. So let's have a look around the markers. So there is very less volume in order to conclude anything. I mean, so you can't conclude multiple steps. Right now, the ranking is also 4,000. So you can't conclude many things from those technical charts. Even that could be created within few, I mean, very less liquidity. Without much liquidity, you could move the prices here and there. So it's a pretty bad in compared to when we see the larger caps versus middle caps versus the low caps. But that price action could be definitely influenced by very less of liquidity. So technical should be, I mean, technical analysts should be very careful in order to implement their technical analysis there. But definitely, if you are having some kind of allocation, private sell allocation, or maybe IDO allocation, then while selling or while buying, I mean, if you are kind of trading that, then you should be very, you could implement your understanding of technical in order to gain the maximum. Right now, you should not sell, even if you are getting some kind of allocation, you are getting, say, some vesting unlock here, you should not sell here. You could probably see, let it go down a bit, but since I have a good understanding about fundamentals, so I will look around. This is good buy zone, and I will wait for it to fly above. I mean, making it as a support, then it could probably bounce back, and we could probably say 3 or 4x increase from the current prices. So there will be a good place to sell, because at that price it will act as a good resistance. So in this way, one could implement here. And for highly volatile and not volatile, I mean highly liquid assets can be traded independently with uh, technical analysis. I mean, majority of players also play in that way, in similar way, because they know that there will be liquidity. There is not much fundamental change in BTC or Ethereum or say top 20 or 50 coins. On the day-to-day basis, it has less to do with the news and events, but it has more to do with the normal trading activity with volume, and you could play that part. So technicals could be implemented there, and if you just mix up with fundamental, it will be good to have. I mean, once you see some kind of news coming in and you see, okay, you know the price action could be larger, so you just place your stop loss order. I mean, after some point of time, let's say Elon just posted a tweet about Dodge. So you will expect a good volatility in Dodge. So depending on that, you could probably just match with your technical analysis. You could try drawing some resistance, some kind of support. You could wait a bit of retracement. I mean, not wait for the retracement if you are very sure, then just go with the flow, and at some point of time it will eventually come back, so you will have idea that where exactly it could come back. So these things can be played well out with the technical analysis. I think that's it for the today. If one has any question, feel free to ask.
Yes, thank you, Trading Star, for your great knowledge, great piece of knowledge. And our community is very much thankful that you shared your knowledge about technical analysis, about the market, about the strategies that can be very much useful for common people like us and the community people. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this giveaway in the live show. That was Word Finder giveaway. I hope you found out those 5 words, and you need to submit those 5 words in the Google form given to you in the Telegram channel and community. And I'm glad to see the participants in our vote. We have today we had put this poll, that is how much Dpad have you earned till now in giveaways. So I'm glad that more than 54% people have voted that they have more than 50 Dpad tokens they have earned from the giveaways, and 30% participants out of 37 people have voted that they have less than 50 Dpad tokens. That is also good. So overall 84% people have earned at least some Dpad tokens. Only 16% out of 37 votes have not earned yet. So I'll urge you guys, the 16% people and all those who didn't even vote, if you haven't earned any Dpad tokens yet, then you can go to our Telegram community and find out which giveaway is going on right now. Today's giveaway, what is today's giveaway? We are having giveaways daily, multiple giveaways. So you can go there, check out the pinned message, participate, do the tasks, and you can earn Dpad tokens. See, this is the time when Dpad platform has not been launched yet. So this is the perfect time to accumulate the easy Dpad tokens as much as you can. Once the tokens come in the market, as you might have seen with other projects, once the tokens come into the market, then it gets some value, and after that these kind of giveaways and airdrop campaigns are not that frequent. So don't miss out on this opportunity. Don't miss out your friends. You can also invite your friends, inform them about the giveaways, about the opportunity available in the Dpad project at this moment. So don't shy from inviting your friends, from participating regularly. Be there in our Telegram, in our Discord, in our Twitter, and I hope that everyone wins a lot. Okay, there was one more information that currently to be in the top 100 Dpad holders, you just need more than 200 Dpad tokens. So let's see how many people from here will come in top 100 Dpad holders at the moment. So try for that. Try to earn 200 Dpad somehow, or buy it and come in the top 100 Dpad holders. All right, guys. So let's see you on Monday now. Our host Riri will be back then, and we'll continue with some new topic, with some new changes maybe. So let's see, guys. For now, I'm signing off.